Hey folks, today I am reviewing the Ortizan X8 Pro, which is a portable Bluetooth wireless speaker. And straight from the get-go, I want to make clear I did purchase this myself. This is not in any way a sponsored video. I also want to begin by saying that overall, I am very impressed with this speaker. I think it was a great purchase. However, it is let down by just a couple of small things, which I will go over later in the video. But first off, let's get to the good. And for a portable wireless Bluetooth speaker, I do think this packs quite a punch. It has a 40 watts maximum output over 2 drivers. There is also a subwoofer in here for some decent bass. And one of the great features that I like about it is there is an EQ button, which has 3 modes. You can cycle between those modes. The first being your standard sound profile. The second being a boost to the mids. So if you are using this with a lot of voice dialogue, for example, if you are listening to a podcast, then that mode is going to be just perfect. And then the third EQ preset is for increased bass. So great for certain types of music. And the fact it's so easy to cycle through those is just something that's really convenient and is a feature that is lacking on a lot of other competing devices. Now, although primarily this is a Bluetooth connecting speaker, there is also an auxiliary 3.5mm connection on this thing, along with the included cable if you don't have a Bluetooth device that you want to use this with. So that's a really nice little bonus feature as well. The actual build quality here is superb. It feels like it's got a little bit of weight to it. Obviously good quality, and it is waterproof as well, and you can even submerge this underwater without doing damage to it, up to 1 meter depth. Just make sure that the rubber grommet has been installed correctly. The RGB lighting effect, which shows on both ends when the speaker is in operation, times itself automatically to the beat, and it's just a neat little feature. You can actually disable that though if you want to preserve battery life, just by double tapping the EQ button. Oh, talking about battery life, this will give you up to 30 hours of battery life on a full charge. I think that's at 50% volume, but I've got to say that's a really impressive battery life, which is easily going to last you a good couple of full days of use. And we do have the little loop here, so you can easily attach this to a belt or to a bag. Again, just enhancing that portability. However, I mentioned at the start that this isn't perfect, and there are a couple of things that I feel just let it down a little bit. First off, the sound, which was advertised as 360-degree spatial sound, does seem to have a bias towards one side. Now, this has 2 drivers, but I don't believe they are situated on opposite sides. I believe they are quite close together, as I say, you do get a bit of a bias with the sound coming from one direction here. It's not all that noticeable, but I wouldn't exactly describe it as full 360 in my experience. And the second, perhaps minor niggle, this may affect some of you that have, decreased mobility. These buttons, which are super good quality by the way, and do feel very premium, they are quite challenging to actually click. They do take quite a bit of pushing to actually use. So just bear that in mind, that if you have weak fingers for whatever reason, you are going to struggle actually operating this. But overall, I definitely think the good outweighs the bad. This is a fantastic speaker. I think for the price, it does a fine job. I am really happy with it, and it might be something worth considering. So thanks for watching the video.